Students, welcome to my English class on the non-detailed study, that is the poetry section. Today I am going to deliver a lesson on a new poem introduced by Board of Post Secondary Education Odisha Cuttack this year in the class 10. The poem is From the Formalin Jar, written by Dr. S. Ritamani. Before analyzing this poem, we should know about the poet and about the poem. The poet is a doctor by profession, and she is a doctor by profession and a writer in passion. She has written so many poems, short stories for the children and for their health. In this poem, today we will discuss about the awareness and the cause of accident. To create awareness among the teenager, among the people, how the accidents happens, how the accident occurs, and what was its consequence result. From the poem Formalin Jar, students, I would like to ask a question. What is formalin jar? Students, jar is a container in which we keep so many things. Here formalin jar is a container which is used to keep the brains, especially in medical or in laboratory. Then what is inside the formalin jar? In this poem, there is a brain in the formalin jar. So, the poem is titled From the Formalin Jar. From the jar, there is a brain kept inside the jar. Whose brain it is? It is the brain of a fictional character, a imaginary character. That means we say kalpanika charitra. He is Vicky. And what Vicky is saying, speaking to his friends, to the people, what is his feeling, what does he feel inside the jar, and how he was like, and what are the cause of his accident, and his advice to the audience, his advice to the teenager, his advice to the people and to his friends. So this poem contains these four main things. In the first stanza, Vicky, the brilliant brain, address his friends and people. Hi, I am Vicky's brilliant brain. Then who is the speaker here? Vicky is the speaker here. Who does he speak? Now he speaks to his friend, to the audience, to the people. Hi, my friends, I am Vicky's brain. I am sitting here. I am kept here. Who kept the Vicky's brain there? Now the doctors. The doctors has kept the Vicky's brain inside the formalin jar. Formalin jar is a chemical of hydrogen, oxygen and carbon which keeps the brain fresh and which means the brain is kept inside the formalin jar for the future use, for the experiment, for the research and to gather knowledge about the brain. Vicky is saying, hi friends, I am Vicky's brain. Vicky is a fictional character. Vicky is an imaginary character. He is saying about himself. What is saying? Now I am sitting here in disdain, in disappointment. That means unhappy. How does Vicky feel there? Now Vicky feels disappointed there because now his brain is kept inside the jar for display as a sample, as a specimen, for which he feels insulting. He feels insulted. Why he feels insulted? Now because his brain was kept inside the jar to display others so that people would see. But here, why does Vicky feel insulted? Now because lot of people are watching him again and again. Why he was unhappy? Now because he was kept in a formalin jar. In the first stanza, Vicky is saying about his feeling. He feels very unhappy and insulting. In the second stanza, Vicky is saying, 2 years ago, I was part of a living human. I got no stroke. I got no tumor, no box within. Yet ended up in this jar to my chagrins. That means 2 years ago, Vicky was alive. Vicky was alive. He was a living human being. But now, he is dead. 2 years ago, Vicky was alive and he was a living human being like us. But now, he is dead. And his brain is now inside the formalin jar. He was healthy. He had no brain stroke. He had no heart attack. But his brain is inside the formalin jar. Why? He was healthy. He had heart stroke. He had no heart stroke. He had no brain stroke. Then why his brain is inside the formalin jar? Something happened to him. What happened to him? Now he was killed in an accident. So his brain is inside the formalin jar for displaying others. People will gain gather knowledge from his brain. And the third and third stanza, the Vicky says about himself. How was Vicky like? In the first and the second stanza, what was Vicky's feeling? Kimba, what does Vicky feel inside the jar? In third stanza and fourth stanza, what was Vicky like? Vicky says, I am young, I am smart, I am healthy, I am energetic. Then he was a good looking boy, very strong boy, very energetic, very healthy. He was fit like us. Secondly, he had a lot of knowledge about everything. His favorite subjects are mathematics and computer. He knew everything about computer and mathematics. He had so much knowledge about the sun, about the moon, about the star. That means Vicky was very brilliant, very clever, very intelligent. He was healthy, he was energetic, he was very active, full of life. That's mean active, energetic, healthy, brilliant. And also, his motto of life was no pain, no gain. Success of life depend upon hard work. Unless you do any hard work, we cannot get any success or achievement. His motto of life was no pain, no gains. That means he wanted to be success in his life by doing hard work. And students, he was very caring, he was very loving, he loved his parents, he loved his grandmother who was old and bent. She walks with a walking sticks. That means she was very caring and loving. He loves his parents and loves his grandmother. My question was, what was Vicky like and what was his character? She was brilliant, she was intelligent, she was very brainy, she was very clever, he had lot of knowledge about everything, he was strong, he was healthy and energetic and active, very loving, very caring. Really students, what a nice boy Vicky was. And while he was reading in the college, he stole a glance at Lorian. Who is Lorian here? Imagine, you guess who is Lorian here? Tell me, who is Lorian? He stole a glance. That means secretly Vicky looks to a girl. I guess Lorian may be the college mate of Vicky or a girlfriend of the Vicky. Imagine, Vicky was very loving. He loves Lorian while he was reading in the college. When he looks at Lorian, his heart beat. That means he feels nervous. He feels nervous. Students, if you look at a girl secretly, you must feel nervous. Yes or no? Then what type of boy Vicky was? Now, students, I will summarize the third and fourth stanza. What type of boy Vicky was? How was Vicky like? Vicky was intelligent, Vicky was very brainy, Vicky was very brilliant, he was very clever, he was active, he was energetic, he was loving and caring. But students, sometimes whatever we may be powerful, we may be healthy, we may be intelligent, but a little bit of mistakes, a little bit of carelessness ruins your life. In the last stanza, two stanzas, one wet monsoon day, Vicky had ordinary work. Vicky had ordinary work. One monsoon day, wet monsoon day, Vicky had ordinary work with his friends who lived the next lane or near the Vicky's house. And Vicky rode a bike, unluckily, unfortunately, forgot to wear the helmet and faced an accident, a blooded accident. There he died. There was a brain injury. Vicky died due to only a little bit of carelessness. A strong, a young, a brilliant, a clever, a loving boy, young boy, teenager, lost his life for a little bit of a carelessness. That is why in the last stanza, Vicky's brain advises the friends, advise the people, advise the reader, advise the audience. Hey my bike rider, hey teenager, hey road user, hey peoples, those who are riding the bike, driving the vehicles, be safe. Don't drive riskfully. Riskful drive can destroy your life, can kill your life. So my friends, my people, you must keep in mind, we must obey the traffic rules. We must obey the traffic rules and we must wear the helmet. We should not drive speedily. The risky driving, speedy driving, driving without helmet, driving without wearing the seat belt cause death. A priceless life was lost due to a little bit of a carelessness. And this poem is a message, is information, is awareness among the people, among the teenager, among the bike rider, among the road user, how to keep your life safe, how to ride safe. So drive safe and save your life. Thanks you very much.